In the years leading up to the Civil War, author Harriet Beecher Stowe used the emotional power of words to express her firm belief in racial equality. She wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, one of the most important novels in American history, to wake people up to the horrors of slavery. Uncle Tom's Cabin went viral in 1852 and became the most popular novel of the 19th century, selling 1.3 million copies in the United States and Great Britain in the first year. Stowe began her crusade against slavery as a young woman when she moved to Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati bordered Kentucky, which was a slave state, and Stowe encountered many runaway slaves, witnessing the atrocities of slavery firsthand. She supported the Underground Railroad and even helped her own house servant, Zillah, escape when the woman's former owner came looking for her. When the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 was passed, which gave slave owners the right to hunt down and reclaim runaway slaves, Stowe was furious. She boldly picked up her pen to write her most famous novel. I wrote what I did because, as a woman, as a mother, I was oppressed and brokenhearted with the sorrows and injustice I saw. Because as a Christian, I felt the dishonor to Christianity. Because as a lover of my country, I trembled at the coming day of wrath. Inspired in part by the true published narrative of a formerly enslaved man named Josiah Henson, Stowe's novel stirred anti-slavery sentiment in the years just before the Civil War. When Stowe visited the White House in 1862, she was greeted personally by President Abraham Lincoln. According to family accounts, Lincoln said, "So you're the little woman who wrote the book that started this great war." Uncle Tom's Cabin was not Stowe's only work. She wrote 30 books in all, including children's textbooks, advice on parenting, biographies, and books about religion, as well as countless articles, hymns, and poems. The informal style of her writing made her popular with everyday people, especially women. After the Civil War, Stowe became an advocate for women's rights. Throughout her life, she wrote fearlessly about injustice wherever she saw it. Her work is an example of how powerful stories can change public opinion and affect the course of history. She said, "What man has nerve to do, man has not nerve to hear." Yet, thanks to Harriet Beecher Stowe, many did hear.